Remix. 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 Remix.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go once again. This is no other than the Remix Morning Show. Give me some of that boom bap breakfast in case you didn't know. Right here on Black Liberation Media. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. Now let me introduce you to our host with the most. We got no other than Jackie Lukman and Kamal K. Franklin.
I like that. Keep that going. Keep that reverb going. That's the best. Oh my God. That's one of your best.
That's not.
That's one of your best intros ever. And it is so well deserved. It is so well deserved.
I agree.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with y'all this morning? Wait a minute. There's a lot of heavy sighs, exasperated sighs. Why am I the one with the energy this morning?
I know.
Oh, that's true. You're a pep. You got pep in your step.
I don't understand what's wrong with y'all.
Ear doctor.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah, I need a little bit. I ain't get up till 7:40.
See
why 7:40? You got a show to produce.
ask him what her name is.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't deny it. You didn't hear him deny it. You didn't hear him deny it.
Notice? Do you notice that?
Mm-hmm. All right. So we got a great show coming up.
Damn. Not on weekdays. Not on weekdays.
Look at all. That was very pointed. Okay. Let's move on, shall we?
He got a great one coming up, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all ready for this weekend?
True. I'm ready. You not ready?
It's just busy because I had to move some things around because I know I committed to doing this the live show Saturday, but this weekend is also my dad's birthday party.
Okay. Turn, what's your dad's name?
Why'd you stop on that?
It's one of the most countryest names you've ever heard. I'm telling you. That's why she ain't saying, because she know. Come on, give it to us. It gotta be, let me Jerome?
No, it's not even that mainstream.
Oh.
No,
Purvis?
my dad. For those of you who watched the show I did last year with my dad and my stepmom, my dad's name is Cleophas Franklin.
That is old school.
Yeah.
Damn, that is old school.
That's not a country black name. That's a Negro black name.
Oh, is
he
it?
might be the last living person with that name. I don't know.
He's not.
No, there's
a whole bunch still?
No, he's not. My brother is.
He's a Cleveland Junior.
Right.
Look at this picture. Sorry to interrupt you, but come on now.
What?
Oh, full. I'm in full. Look at that. Look at the veins popping.
Oh my gosh.
You know I'm saying something spectacular here.
You got one vein running through your throat, and that's only because you screaming into the come on.
Not scream. Come on. I'm laying down the facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling people about this weekend. 6/29. I'm like, yo, come on now. There's gonna be so much fun. Things are gonna be popping, yo. We got giveaways, you know what I'm saying?
We do.
We got merch.
We
got shirts for folks. We got sneakers.
What are people just making stuff up right now?
We are not that
food, drinks.
Wait a minute.
We are not that BLM.
There's gonna be weed.
We are not that BLM.
It's gonna be white horse.
This is not happening at the mansion in
Nah.
There's gonna be some liberation cocaine.
Liberation
Oh,
I'm
shit.
saying it's gonna be. Y'all gotta come on
It's
out.
gonna be turned. It's gonna be
You know
turned.
what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God! I was
chocolate. Gonna be chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate giveaways. You know, first 50 people through. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, the first 20 people that come out free after that. So you might want to make it out on time.
But so much giveaways. So much
how did chocolate get in there? Is this Willy Wonka? Is that
chocolate is always involved? You always gotta have some chocolate. You know what I'm saying? We're giving away chocolate.
Why?
Chocolate.
Why?
Money. There's gonna be money, door prizes, cash prizes. You know what I'm saying?
I think when he says chocolate, he's not talking about chocolate.
Hey.
I think he's talking.
I thought he was talking about chocolate tie. He up here talking about cocaine and all this other shit.
I don't understand. I don't think
I like where this
is going.
It's gonna be a lot. Cash giveaways, welfare checks. You name it. You know what I'm saying?
You name it.
Everything.
What's the welfare check are we giving to people?
There's gonna be a lot happening. A lot happening. A lot happening.
So come on down to 1301 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest, Suite 600. Right here in Washington, D.C.
Let me just say, I didn't sign up for any of that. What he just said I was just expecting to just sit there in a chair and talk. I don't.
No.
Mm-mm.
Don't y'all? I got a tremendous giveaways.
All right, first 20, first 15 people make it in free. After that,
what happened? Wasn't it a few minutes ago? Wasn't it the first 20 people? How did you accidentally?
All that money we spending on the white horse.
You know what I'm saying? I started thinking. I was like, damn.
I had to reduce the budget. Who gets in free? You know what I'm saying?
There it is.
When you're gonna have a parlor room full of coke, you gotta reduce the cost. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Coke.
There's a lot happening. I'm saying.
Oh no, that's none of that is happening. None of that is going.
Bitcoin giveaway. Somebody mentioned. Yes, we're doing that too. Come on out, y'all.
Corinthians, how you doing back there?
Who's Corinthians? Oh, that's the dog. Oh, I was like, what? This will be Bible giveaway. I was like, ooh. I was like, who is that? I was like, what?
Yo, we're gonna have a good time, y'all, this weekend. Come on out. Listen, we're gonna have a blast. Corinthians back there might even come out. You never know.
Do a couple of barks.
Sorry, I would be offended, but
it's too good.
Oh, it's McCaffrey, right? My bad.
No, Corinthians. Stick with
Corinthians is good. All right, cool.
Don't call my black ass dog McCaffrey.
Oh my goodness!
You changed the names for me. I can't even remember the dog's name no more.
What do you mean? I haven't changed his name.
Come on, man. It's
not you. The ear doctor keeps changing his name on ear. That I can't remember.
It's Kamafi, man. Come on, get it right.
Kamafi?
Yeah.
Is that closer to
Kamafi?
It's
with a TH. Wow. Kamafi.
With a what?
With a
Kamafi.
Kamafi.
With a what at the end? What did you say? A T?
THI.
Oh my God! You looked it up, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
listen, man. I just be playing with y'all, man. I don't have my sip of coffee. I'm good to go now.
You good to go? You kicked her out.
She's like, she slid out quietly.
She slid out quietly.
And he heard the door.
Walk of shame. Walk of shame.
Shame, please.
Oh, damn,
no shame. No shame in that game.
And why was it called the Walk of Shame, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Walk of Shame, Kim Brown.
Hey, that's for you. That's for you, Dr. Ears. That is for you. You coming? Oh, it's funny. Oh, it's joke time. What time is it? I didn't realize it was joke time. I thought it was I thought it was 8:12.
Why you do that? Why you wind her up like that?
My bad. My bad. You got Jackie crying over here, man. What's going on?
Good morning. I'm sorry. I thought it was an 8 o'clock hour. I didn't realize it was joke time.
Nah, you got a little piece of lint in your hair.
Yeah, doctor, leave me alone. I don't like
I made it to this shit.
Jesus, you
bad.
want me to go? You want me to leave the ring?
No.
No,
You look
no,
great.
no,
You
no,
look
no,
I
great.
can
no,
go.
You
no,
look
I can
great.
go take care of the lint. I'll be back in about
No.
30 minutes.
No. You look fantastic.
Hey,
You
every
look great.
every time in the comment section, somebody saying, "Ooh, Kim's so sexy," I'll be
Yeah,
like,
okay,
y'all
thanks.
say it.
I mean, I don't think that's
They
an actual
do.
thing, but
Okay.
all right. Anyway, but good morning. Thanks, ear doctor. They don't be saying you sexy, ear doctor.
Nah.
Not at all. No.
Come on. That's because you don't bring the guns out enough. You know what I'm saying? We don't get to
Damn, I
objectify
just
you
need
enough.
the face don't do it. Face game don't. Okay.
I don't
No.
decline the
We're
face
being
card. The
honest
face
in
card
2024.
is
Face ain't
accepted.
enough.
Face is well, Jackie. That's Jackie. I think you're cute.
Aw.
Thank you. My-
Okay. Well, this
you.
is
I don't even know
awkward.
what to say.
Hey, real quick, Kamal, did we miss a birthday for you?
Oh, we did. But that's 10 days ago. But I've been
Wow.
gone that long. You're right. That's how long I've been
Yeah,
gone.
he is.
Short,
Damn.
stints. I've been
Happy
going. I've been
birthday.
traveling again for this weekend.
On the run eating. Well, happy belated birthday, Kamal. I'm sorry I
Thank
missed
you,
your
darling.
birthday.
Yeah. Tell us about the 18th century when you was
Oh
born.
shit.
Oh, damn, no. Oh,
What
damn.
the?
Oh, look at you. Oh, my God. Ain't about nothing. Ain't been about nothing. Ain't never going to be nothing. You know what I'm
Kamal,
saying?
Kamal, tell us about the sit-ins.
When you first start protesting.
Tell us. Tell us what it was like to sit at that lunch counter.
You know what I'm saying? You were.
Tell us about when you
Which
integrated.
room did I integrate?
When did you integrate your school, Kamal? Tell us about that.
You and Ruby.
That's right.
They always talk about Ruby. They'll never talk about Kamal.
Never mention
I hate
Kamal.
it.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. I know he was passing, but he was right there.
He was right there.
Black men
There.
He,
Him and Ruby Bridges walking.
he came late that day.
As in every day, right? Every word.
He was like, wait a minute, wait.
Wait, I want to be in the picture.
in the U.S. Marshals escorting Ruby. They were like, "Well, you too late, my son. Too late, son. Boy, get on back."
Wow. Damn.
Oh my God, I hate all of you.
How it feel, man?
I hate all of you.
How would you feel?
What you like 50 something? 50,
I know. Look at him.
57 years old.
51.
Tell him. Come out. Tell him again. What's the number so they can see what fine look like at 50.
He casually drinking the coffee.
7.
Damn. 57?
Woo!
You doing all right, man. That KFC ain't too bad for you, man.
That was the staple diet. That was the staple diet. You're right.
KFC ain't do too bad.
New piece.
5 off beef and
Some
broccoli.
mashed potatoes. I was
Grease from that chicken and went down in the colon and it just flushed everything out, man.
Got the veins popping. They got the veins.
Hey, don't hate. I had a KFC craving yesterday.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Y'all still eating KFC?
I will not have another KFC craving until next year. I actually like crave KFC.
Really?
Not fried chicken. Specifically KFC fried chicken.
Really?
Like,
More
yeah,
than
like
Popeyes? Girl, Popeye. I have to get Popeyes a nod.
have never been like enamored with Popeye's chicken. I never liked it. Not all that much. Church's chicken, though, that was the whole. Oh my God, I am convinced that there was something in that chicken other than just chicken.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because Church's it didn't make no sense how much I love Church's.
Not just, I mean, there is a Church's Chicken in Little Rock, maybe about 3 blocks from my granny's house. And I swear to God, that Church's Chicken has been open my entire life. Like it's been open for every bit of over 40 years. I said, this has got to be a multi-billion-dollar Church's Chicken right here in the hood because this joint never closes.
And then it's like, you wonder like it's like Long John Silver, right? It's like in Arby's. Who is keeping these places in business? Because you never see humans eating this food in public. Right. So you're like, who is eating Church's chicken?
There?
There's nobody I know. But so it's like everybody is hiding eating the Church's chicken. I don't get it. But I gotta have KFC at least once a year.
Kentucky
and
Fried
I get my little 2-piece and my biscuit in my side and enjoy myself.
They made great biscuits, B. They were great.
Good. I'm done. I'm done for the
you better have something to drink with them biscuits
another
too.
Yeah, that's Bojangles biscuits.
bricks, little bricks out here. Jesus.
You can see the biscuit moving down your throat while you're eating it. Shit, dry.
And then when it hits your stomach, it's a little splash.
Yeah.
Like,
damn, I ain't had chicken since the 90s, y'all. 95 last time.
that's
I had
the last
chicken.
time you had chicken, man?
Yeah.
Oh, you suffering up in this bitch.
That's
Nah, I'm
amazing.
good. I'll be all right.
95.
Shit.
That's 30 years ago.
A long time. No bird. Wow.
Chicken has evolved since then, which
I know, you don't know what you missed.
That's why I never had a. You know how everybody eats these little wings and hot wings and stuff. I've never had hot.
You never
wings.
had hot wing. You never going. What's the new chicken place everybody goes to? The bad fish.
Cluck you? No.
Cluck you.
Chuck.
The ones that close on Sunday.
Chick-fil-A.
You never had Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Nah.
Chick-fil-A is the worst.
I heard it's good.
That exists.
No, it is not the worst.
It's not.
chicken.
I heard it's good.
Chick-fil-A is.
Not the greatest.
The
Not
conservative,
greatest.
conservative whites do a good job with the chicken. The conservative whites do a good job.
Come out. I question your standards, baby. I don't know how.
I mean, it took over from KFC.
It did.
Whites took over.
You see the lines at Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah.
And they got people working out there with human hoods on just so they could be out there taking people's orders. That shit is crazy. Human hoods, just
human hoods.
What's a human hood, babe?
It's like a hood that attaches to they outfit, and it's a hood that goes over them like that, so they can stand there and not be burnt up by
rain or shine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's like because they got to go fast. They got to get that line popping. You can't just do that order at the machine. It's like, no, this is how popular we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you've never had it. And you've never had it. Damn.
You're not missing anything. I'm sorry.
I ain't had beef. I ain't had no turkey since the 90s.
I know you be eating that tofurkey, man. What's up? I mean, you be trying to make jerk tofurkey and curry tofurkey, and it's like,
masala tofurkey.
Do you only date other vegans? Because I don't see. I don't date. Okay. Well, that's okay.
Oh, is that a requirement? Word.
I mean, how could me as a carnivore ever eat? Where are we going to eat?
It's a lot of food places that got vegan options now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now it's easier to date to date.
It wasn't before.
Cross culinarily.
Yeah, it wasn't before, man. It was terrible. You just had to go get a salad. You go to a barbecue and you get if they got salad.
You got the condiments, you get the pickles and the relish. That's what they.
Oh, and then when I stopped eating cheese, it was a wrap.
No cheese either.
No dairy.
That's not vegan.
Well, that's vegan. Yeah. I've done vegan, vegetarian, and pescatarian. Right now, I'm a mixing between vegetarian and pescatarian.
So, what's the seafood du jour? What is the last piece of seafood you had?
Just salmon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do tilapia, nothing like that. Just salmon.
I heard the way tilapia is raised ain't the move. So I don't eat tilapia either, but yeah.
And that's funny because tilapia used to be seriously like the poor man's fish. Really, tilapia used to be so unpopular, and particularly since it was popular among our Latin American descended folks. Folks were like, "Oh, that dirty fish." As long as the Latinx folks, our Aztec descended brothers and sisters, was eating the tilapia, ain't nobody care about that tilapia. Nobody cared. Oh, that's
the blackest fish got to be catfish, though. I don't. That's a cat with whiskers.
Fish.
Yeah, that's a black people fish right there. Catfish.
And as long as the whites don't catch on to catfish, we're gonna be all right. They done colonized oxtails.
The whites,
the whites are eating oxtail. The whites are eating oxtail.
Nah. The price
of oxtail has gone up as though the whites are
eating oxtail, and the price wouldn't go up on those types of foods if whites weren't eating it. Because no.
Oh, so big up to LJ in the chat. She said snapper is great.
It is
Snapper.
Snapper
It is a
is
nice
great.
fish.
Oh, y'all talking
I
about
like a
fish?
nice sea
What's the
bass,
Jamaican
too.
fish? The Estovich.
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 That's how they make it.
I know, but what's the fish though? Is it snapper? No, it's
It could be
green
like
fish.
white fish, I believe.
Oh, righty.
It gotta be. It's just
it
how it's
whiting?
made. It's how
Oh,
it's made. That's
Estovich.
what
That's
gives
the
it the name.
preparation. Okay, thank you,
Mhm.
doctor. I didn't know that. I thought it was a fish,
Yeah.
a Jamaican fish.
I'll be outside.
I know.
Nah, I used to work in restaurants for a Trinidadian. So yeah.
Ah,
That's where I learned all my patois and different accents and stuff like that.
okay.
All the different accents. I've only heard one. I've only heard one executed successfully.
I do a good old slave. I do a
I
good
Old slave.
that was an accident. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Now look at here, boss.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
We ain't
no.
gonna be up.
No. The way my chakras are inflamed right now.
Oh shit.
We
I do a good old slave.
Ooh, slaves accent. What state is that from?
God
about
damn.
18.
I sense a disturbance in the ancestral realm that is suggesting
my
that you
God.
stop this.
Man, big up to
Oof.
all y'all out there. That's
Oh.
how we started there. You all right?
All right, no, this has been great for me.
I guess we got some news. Y'all got some stories and stuff?
I have
Are you
no
gonna
idea
take a
what's going
forgetting
on in
break
the world,
first,
but
bro?
Yeah, I'm just-
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just
We
asking.
prepared, kind of.
No, yeah, come on, y'all ain't.
I got some stuff. I got some stuff. I got some things.
I can see it in your eyes. I'm
I
telling
got
you.
some things I want to talk about.
All
When we
right,
come
cool.
back from the news, you know what I'm saying?
Because I ain't really got many breaks here, so.
What do you mean you got to have at least 3 breaks?
I got up at 7.
How
I got
do
up
you
at
not have
7:40.
He had some woman over. He just kicked out the house or something.
Damn, come out.
just
I
quietly
mean,
left.
can the man
Little
have some
click in the
privacy?
background, click as she closed the door quietly.
You know what I'm saying? Nava's going to interfere with his production. I mean, the minimum that we get already, you know, we can't.
Damn.
Whoa,
that.
whoa.
Just saying.
The
The
shot.
disrespect.
The
Your doctor.
disrespect.
Just saying.
All right, y'all. Let me.
Minimal,
saying.
though. He said you only giving in.
You see,
That's
you
a
see,
lot.
And it's very mad at that.
you see a gentleman never admits to all this slander.
Oh,
that's
the
been-
dog is gay. Look what the dog is.
Oh, the dog just gave
gave
you
ass.
the booty. He's just like, this is what I
Corinthians. Corinthians,
Stop
turn
lying.
around. All right,
Yeah. Just remember this weekend, Saturday. It's Saturday, right?
Saturday.
Saturday,
29th.
come on out. Plenty of
I know.
giveaways. A mug. We give away mugs.
Oh,
We give it away
Lord.
coffee.
Nothing.
We give it away everything. Chairs, desks, food,
We have
drinks.
smiles. We have smiles. We have daps.
Look at
and
that
hugs.
smile Kim got right
did
there. Y'all got to
everything.
come out and see that smile.
Ew. What in the world?
I told him that's not your best
Man.
picture. I was like, what are you doing to
That's
her?
so rude.
This
I
is
know. It's like,
It's
she's
a
like,
nice
This is a
smile.
violation. This
it's
is
not even
wrong.
it's
Not
a
even showing
grimace.
any
You
teeth.
caught her like before she got
She got
smile.
teeth coming out.
It's a
You
grimace.
caught her in the middle of saying a word and like, ooh, that's a smile. That's what you did her
So
wrong.
rude.
Shame
He
on
did
you.
it on
It's
purpose.
just
He did it.
rude. I thought we were friends. I mean, that's not how you do your folks. That's not how you do.
All
your
right, give me,
folks, No,
give me face, Kim.
come on, ear doctor. I know.
She was shocked by that. She was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, I wish. I'm sorry. I'm not that kind of. I'm not with the feminine wiles. I'm just. Thank God I got a baseline cute. Because if I had to do like actual feminine shit, I'd be losing out here like bad. I can't.
All
I
right.
can't give face. I don't. I mean, I know what you mean, but I don't have a.
Smize. All right, well, we out of here. We're going to take a quick break. I see my Tyra Banks ain't working right now. So this is the Remix Morning Show, y'all. Let's go.
So boy.
My slave songs. Big up, y'all. How y'all doing out there? Hope everything is good. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Good Lord, look at the wrinkles in my shirt. You can tell I just threw this shit on. Make sure y'all go to patreon.com, become a member over there, and see footage that's rare. Also, share, and care. So, yeah, do all that. All right, so boom, we're going to talk about an artist spotlight. I did get one ready, yo. I got one artist spotlight ready. So y'all ready for it? All right, let's get into the halls of music. Bam, here we go. All right, let's talk about this sister. She goes by the name of Cassandra Wilson. Yes, yes. Nice little jazz there. So let me tell you about Cassandra Wilson. Coming straight out of Jackson, Mississippi. Singer, songwriter, producer. She's actually one of the most successful jazz singers that's came out. That's a sister, you know what I mean? How she incorporates blues, country, folk music into her music is what got her 2 Grammys. You know what I'm saying? She also named one of America's best singers by Time Magazine in 2001. In case you didn't know, you better put some respect on the name. All right, boom. So she got started. You know, her parents was into music, so she got started working with them. And next thing you know, she was in the marching bands at school. And she was actually on stage. She played in The Wizard of Oz. And this is when racial lines was you dealing with racial lines and desegregation in the schools. So back then she was like, I don't care. I'm getting up here and singing. I don't care how they acting in the school. She went to Millsaps College, Jackson State University, got a degree in mass communications. And then after that, she started doing like some shows at night, getting on stage and you know, getting her vocals and everything how she wanted to. So she wound up getting with a group, moving to Brooklyn, getting with a group called M-Bass Group. Now, M-Bass Group they mix jazz, pop forms, funk, and they mix that all together. So that was kind of something that they would say vanguard or whatever. You know what I mean? I just wanted to use that word. Might not be what they said, but yeah, she put that on, and the next thing you know, she signed with a major jazz label, Blue Note Records, in 1993, and then she started putting out that heat. After that, you know, she was doing covers of different people's music, like the Monkees. You remember Last Train to Clarksville? Y'all don't know about that. But yeah, so she did her thing for a while. She got over like 20 albums, so go check her out. Big up to the sister Cassandra. That's enough. All right, let's go and get right back to the Remix Morning Crew. Now we do.
You can find these things.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I love
Yeah,
her. I
love
love her
Cassandra.
music.
Y'all know something about Cassandra? Yeah, I ain't think so. Okay.
We are Renaissance.
Oh, he's 57. My bad.
We are Renaissance Africans over here.
Okay.
Blues, jazz, that kind of like that music. That's come on now.
All right. I knew hippity hop Kim Brown probably didn't know it, but
Did not. You'd be
What is
correct.
happening?
That would be accurate. I did not. I have heard of Cassandra Wilson.
yeah.
I mean, that sounds like some music that, you know, that
yes.
that you know, when I was being forced to listen to auntie music like Anita Baker and like Phyllis Hyman, I could dig the Anita Baker and Phyllis Hyman. By the time we got to Cassandra Wilson,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's lovely. I know it's great. It's awesome.
It is great. It is great.
It was a time when jazz was, you know, they used to have a spot called Churchill Grounds down here in Atlanta on Peachtree. Used to go to the jazz spot, take a date there back in the 90s.
Damn.
Nice. Look at you, classy.
I know.
Oh my
You paid
God.
for everything?
Of course. I mean, we had some drinks.
No.
Oh,
You know,
that was
food.
everything. Support.
Yes.
That was
Because he was paying for it, nobody's eating. We're not-
Yeah. Drinks wasn't as expensive as they was now. Shit.
No way.
To think about it, a date nowadays, you know how much a date is for a guy to spend on a date?
$200. No, I'm kidding.
Kim is like, this is what it is.
Like minimum. Although I'm not going out with you.
200. That's the standard. That's what the girls are telling them. Like, maybe you got to at least be able to take me out on a $200 date. I mean, but when you factor in a dinner for 2, drinks for 2, and maybe an activity, yep, that's not.
Don't let them see the dessert menu once the waiter
wow.
be like, "Have you seen the dessert menu?" Fucking dude, get the fuck out of here! What do you mean? Shit, dessert. I'm the dessert.
Oh,
No.
Do you take women out on dates like still like old school dates? Or you like, hey, let's go
I've
out
done-
take for dinner?
No, I do the dates. You
do
gotta
that?
do a date. You got it's an interview.
what's the date that you were talking about doing there, Doctor? What was it? The park date or the bowling date?
Oh, that's
Wasn't
right.
it the park?
Yeah, the park. The
when
park is
Frisbee
the
had
great
that little
interview
cake
date.
and that Frisbee, like,
You get to see if they're capitalists. You know what I'm saying? From the first date, they be like, "Well, this is all we're doing." Yeah, I'm going to get to know you, not the things that we're doing. Give you ammunition to talk about it. No, I want to know you.
So what if she's
Oh, no
hungry?
food. No food. She got to bring it. She got to bring a brown bag.
No,
Brown
I'm
bag.
gonna feed them.
see that hot dog cart
What
over
you gonna
there?
feed them? What you gonna feed them?
They gonna eat what I eat. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Let's share a plate.
Share a plate.
We are on a. I'm assuming this is a first.
We do
date.
tapas. Ooh, see,
I
let
know,
me put
but
y'all on.
I don't want to
Okay,
eat tofu
but-
bites, doctor. I don't want to share a plate of cauliflower. I don't want to.
Some
I don't want to
stranger.
share fruit
If it's
tails.
gonna-
with you.
yeah,
Fellas, do
if it's
tapas.
If it's gonna be tapas, say it's tapas, and don't say let's share a plate, because that just sounds
Oh, okay.
really weird.
All right.
Either way,
that hasn't been
you
working.
bastard.
But tapas are great. I love tapas. Tapas work.
Yeah, so yeah, we just get 3 or 4 plates of tapas and share and have drinks and conversation. You know.
And you pay, and not drinks is in not water, like liquor.
Nah,
liquor.
come on, you gotta bring the little truth out of them. That's what
You gotta bring a.
it's that liquid courage.
It's just-
If a date says she doesn't drink,
She don't drink, then I'm cool. Hey, I've dated juicers. I've dated you know, people that don't
Juicers, wait a
smoke,
minute,
people
is
that
a
do.
category of
Everybody's got a category. Everybody's got a category for it.
I didn't know that juicers was like a specific and unique community of human beings.
they don't do no alcohol.
I thought they was the steroid users, the juicers.
Oh,
Wait,
nah.
the juicers are people who don't drink alcohol. Is that what you just said?
I mean,
Yeah, they used to, like, you know, they make they get the
they strict.
the
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 smoothie
vegetable-
queens and
Yeah,
kings.
smoothie queens and kings.
I'm sorry. I'm not. Nope. This is convincing me that I'm pretty much done in that area. I'm not, because I just don't see I just never understood the big deal about who should pay and all that. I'm like, look,
if you offer to be like, I want to go this place, like if you offer, you should probably pay. That's how I feel. If you like, yo, let's go check this place out. Okay, show me.
It's that simple with me. And if you know, if he suggests somewhere that I don't want to go, it's like, well, I don't really like that place. So how about we go here? And then it's like, all right, so this is where I wanted to go, so I'll pay for it, you know, or whatever. We can go half. It's not. Okay. Oh my God, it's not like diplomatic relations that could result in a nuclear conflagration if we can't agree on who's gonna pay. Good Lord. If it's that serious, y'all just meet for a cup of coffee. And going about your business.
And then as women, that's how y'all can control the control. Like guys will sometimes feel like they can control the situations, and if they pay for the dates, like you can always be like, you know, nah, I got it. Because
I did that a lot. I went Dutch on a lot of dates. Yo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big payer. I was like, yo, I'm like, no, I'm asking you. Let's go, and I got you. Yeah.
I believe that. You
he looked like a cake daddy.
Daddy,
called him a cake daddy. I don't even know what that is. It's not like a disto, Kamal.
wow.
He's been too good. I like it's I can't.
Trick or treat over there. That's what he is.
Trick or treat.
That's why we got these Halloween colors. Trick or treat over here. This guy.
I believe in pain. I believe in pain.
Yeah.
And that worked out for you, I bet, Kamal.
Oh, God damn. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's never good. Not done me that.
Oh, he paid for them draws. But...
Oh,
he paid for the draws now.
Oh, that's a flag. Encroachment.
I think you got. I'm old school. You got
flagrant foul on the play, right?
I'm old school. Like, you know, I think at least you got to offer. Like, again, if somebody says they want to go Dutch or they want to pay, I'm down with that too. But at least you got to make the offer. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, the offer was accepted. You know?
Of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let me get up out of here. Let y'all get to some news. Enough of this. I need to find some breaks.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Air Doctor. Hi guys. Hi. I feel like I haven't seen this assembly in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We
It
haven't
has
been
been a
Tony
minute.
Orlando and Dawn in a second. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, tired yellow ribbon round the old tree.
What is
I mean,
happening this morning?
now.
I do remember Tony Orlando and Dawn. I do.
I do too. I
He
can't
was
fake
Tony
it. I can't
Orlando.
fake that. I totally remember Tony
He
Orlando.
was Tony Orlando. What you mean? I see a straight wig, and all of a sudden, what was the old girl who was on who used to play opposite Nell Carter, who backed up? She was part of Dawn. What's her
Is
name?
that Thelma? Thelma?
Thelma Hopkins, right?
Hopkins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She's the only one. The other Dawn didn't go anywhere, but that Dawn had a little acting career.
Talented lady. Hey,
Yeah.
doctor, let's do a thing on Thelma Hopkins.
Yeah, because
Uh.
she's an icon for me.
Absolutely.
I mean,
And then was she on 227? What was the other one she was on? I thought she was on something else. She did give me a break. And then I thought she was on something else.
Yeah,
She was on that one with the two sisters.
Oh yeah, that one.
The two sisters.
What?
Yeah.
Sister?
Were they twins?
One of the sisters was the one that was in that movie with Dave Chappelle when they were smoking.
That's just so vague.
Yeah.
I am who?
Half Baked. She was the main sister in Half Baked.
So that's Rachel True, who you're just talking about. Rachel True and Half Baked. But what's the name of the chat knows? Somebody look in the chat. The chat is screaming this at us in caps.
She's still on. Somebody said she's still on TV right now. God
Thelma
damn.
Hopkins, really?
Yeah, I saw.
Somebody said sister, possibly.
No,
she wasn't a sister.
No.
What show about two sisters are you talking about?
Go to IMDb, doctor.
I'm
Produce.
drawing a blank there.
Produce, young man. Produce.
And I totally blame that on hormones.
This is
and
the news.
Gummies. Yes, it's the news.
You didn't pick the map, not the map. You didn't go old school Soul
The
Train.
badge.
Then he's just gonna run it.
Half and half. There it is. Half and half.
Okay. I never watched that. I don't know what that is.
I never watched it, but I was aware of its existence. Yes, and I think I knew Thelma Hopkins was on there. And she said that's shout out to Thelma Hopkins.
Excuse me.
Yeah, she was fine back in the day.
Tall, slender,
Mm-hmm.
brown, like a cinnamon complexion.
Wow.
Very beautiful.
Yes. She stood out.
Mm-hmm.
The other Dawn was good too, but Thelma, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, kick that. Not the map.
Okay, we
Like,
have to do the badge.
let's go Soul Train on them. Hit it, doctor.
You know, we still have not yet found a graceful way to get into that. It doesn't quite land as well as slap the map.
It does.
Yeah, we got to think of something. Yeah, I agree.
For stop it with that Windows 95 globe.
Yeah, I know that one is terrible. Please don't do that again.
Windows 95. Anyway, guys, welcome and good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Today is June 27th, 2024. You are watching Black Liberation Media. Yes, you get to address us by our full government name. No nicknames. Okay, we Black Liberation Media. All the way out. My name is Kim Brown. We've got Jacqueline Lukman. Kamau Franklin has returned to the Remix Morning Show. Everybody, give it up.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all are the better for it.
Wow.
We missed you, Kamau. You look so relaxed. Like, thank you. Yes, welcome to Brother Back. Brother Malcolm, aka Mr. Megaphone. Why do you look so relaxed? Did you go on vacation? Like, where you look?
No, I was at conferences. A conference here, a conference there. Like and I'm going, like it was in St. Louis, then I was in DC, like back to back.
You were where?
Heard that, Jackie? I heard that too.
And
you were where?
Wow.
But the DC thing was like a day and a half. It was strictly conference, back on the plane. Yeah. So
as though Jackie doesn't live in DC though. Like she actually lives in DC, right? Like in the city.
Oh,
and DC not that big. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big city.
But like I said, it was like hotel, conference, back on plane.
You know, people make time for what they want. Kamau. Did you know that?
Thank you for helping. Thank you for helping out. I appreciate your help and support. I thought Jackie was in Baltimore. I'm getting confused. I think all of y'all in Baltimore.
Just when you think people know you,
right?
And then they show you that they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't care.
This weekend, I'll make it all up. I'll make it all
Oh,
up. Again, remember, I pay for dinner.
Well,
Dinner.
You are starting this weekend in a deficit.
Mm.
I'll make it all up. I'll make it all up.
And it's Thursday. I'm just saying. I'm just
From the bottom to the top. I'll make it
making
all
it clear
Sheesh.
how big of a deficit we're talking. We're talking about a pit now. It's a pit.
I like pits.
That
I
you
like
Oh, Jesus.
pits.
All
So
right.
it's not a hole. It's not. It's a
I like hoes. I like pits. I like all of it.
I knew this
I
was
like to
about
call
this.
my way up. Call my way up and out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let me get the look.
Kamal, your baby please is top notch. Like I can see, like I said, I know you get in trouble, but you don't stay in trouble. You don't be in trouble long. Because you will baby.
How can you can't resist the baby please. That's it's hard. It's
good.
definitely difficult to be like, nigga. All right.
Has he came up with a defense against the baby please? Because
Like
it's hard.
14 years of marriage, solid. You know what I'm saying? What?
No defenses.
No, nobody perfected the husband puppy eyes better than Abdishahid Lukman. Jesus Christ. That dude. Oh my God. Abdus, why are you feeding the dog the peanut butter? The doctor said, the vet said he can't have any more peanut butter. Him and the dog.
Oh,
but babe, he's used to having his treats. And the dog is sitting there. But mom,
you said some puppy eyes. Like Jackie had nothing. She had nothing against that. She's like, okay.
Last time. This last time.
Damn it. I'll be right back. Come back from Costco with 4 jugs of peanut butter. Fine. Go on, kill yourselves with the peanut butter.
Spread that peanut butter.
Spread love.
And our first story for the day is.
Oh, damn. Oh, he's got a point.
God damn, you didn't even give me a chance. I was coming out of the spread love to talk about spread news. But see, here you come.
Had his little coffee and now he overproduced.
Right.
Now he back. Exactly.
Situation.
Okay, y'all got something? Y'all want me to start it off?
Go
ahead and start it off, Kamal. We haven't heard your new styling presentation in a long time. Let's get that James Earl Jones. Give us that James Earl Jones.
We got what I'm gonna call some relatively good
news. On the continuing conversation around the content of the finance.
Let me start that off before you go full blast. So in Kenya, as folks know, there has been rebellions in the street over a new tax law that was passed by Congress. If I'm not mistaken, approximately 23 people have been killed by the police. This is a bill or a law that was just recently passed that people began protesting. Kenya, the same government that just recently sent troops to Haiti at the behest and the paid behest of the United States, had rebellion in the street because people said that these taxes were going to impact the poor, the everyday people, more than anybody else. The government claimed that this was going to sort of help reset the budget. People weren't buying it and they went out in the streets. And let's take it from here.
Following the passage of the bill, the country witnessed widespread expression of dissatisfaction with the bill as passed.
One way to say it.
Greatly resulting in the loss of life, destruction of property, and disintegration of constitutional institutions. Consequently, having reflected on the continuing conversation around the content of the Finance Bill 2024, and listening keenly to the people of Kenya, who have said loudly that they want nothing to do with this Finance Bill 2024, I concede, and therefore I will not sign. Following the
Whoa.
So you don't get that often, but when you got people out in the street in mass, which is unusual, relatively speaking, for modern day Kenya, the amount of people who self-organize to get out into the streets against this bill. And so in some ways it is a people's victory, like to defeat this. Again, 23 lives lost. People stormed the Senate. They stormed Congress. And in the end, the president had to relent.
And you know what a glorious sight that was. All of the people in Kenya, which you're right, Kamal. Like, I didn't think about how, I don't, when was the last time I saw like major protests broadcast from Kenya? And it's not something that happens a lot on a regular basis, because Kenya, their government has been pretty solidly kind of neoliberal, US-backed puppetry for decades. Ruto is pretty much no different than other Kenyan leaders before him. And I think he's been in office too long. But of course, the US is going to keep him there because they like what he's doing. But this was interesting, because the people were like, no, we didn't like this whole sending the military or sending the police to Haiti business. And now you're going to do. So I really feel like the people were like putting two and two together, right? It's like the finance bill, they were never going to accept that finance bill because it is onerous. It does create hardship. It's austerity. It is European austerity introduced in Kenya. That's what it is. And people understand this, and they're like, nope, that's not it. But I think they're also connecting the irresponsibility, and that's not even a really good word, the imperialist posturing of the Ruto government in imposing these austerity measures domestically on one hand, and on the other hand, sending the police to Haiti to deny those people freedom and self-determination. And the Kenyans were like, not only are you not going to do this to us, we're not happy about you doing this to them too. So I think the Kenyan people, this huge protest is not just limited to their response to the finance bill. And I could be reading more into it than is actually there in the streets, but I don't think this huge of a response in Kenya is just the result of this finance bill. I think it is a part of this global movement that we're seeing, particularly on the continent, where people are getting tired of neocolonialism, neoliberalism, and imperialist leaders that are propped up by the West. So
I'm impressed with the speed at which the president was capitulating to the wants of the people, but at the same time, 23 people dead is a staggering number. And from the scenes that we saw, I mean, the police were out there brutally repressing people, using tear gas and just committing unspeakable things. But at the same time, the people had the numbers. And so, I would expect, and this is my limitations, sort of looking at things through a Western lens, that, that the elected officials or the president wouldn't concede to the wants of the folks. He would continue to repress them brutally and make them concede. But he read the room. he read the room very clearly, and said that this kind of unrest can't continue. But it was impressive to see them folks all up in the parliament and all up in the elected houses. And Mr. Speaker, I am addressing you. Oh shit!
There's another video of that shows the people going into the Senate building. And one brother was like, he was ripping the Kenyan flag down from the official. He's like, "This is my flag. This is my flag. It is not your flag." And he tore that joint off of that thing. Look, those people were, and of course, people are in the comments, "Oh, why do this? What good will this? What good will come of property destruction?" If this is supposed to be the government of the people, and this government is not doing the will of the people, what it exists for? What it there for? Then whose government is it if it is not doing the will of the people? So at the point at which I try to engage my government in a civil way, like they always ask, then we get blown off. We get lied to, we get gaslit. And then they just end up doing what the corporate bosses want them to do. And we continue, and this is domestically and internationally, the people continue to get asked out. So at that point, what are the people supposed to do other than realize, oh, this is not our government. This government is owned and controlled by somebody else. And so I have no allegiance to this government. So I'm gonna go take my stuff.
They went through the 5 stages of grief real fast in terms of government. They went through they read the handwriting on the wall. They saw that this was not going to go. And just some of the things that were going to be taxed included cooking oil, sanitary pads, diapers, fuel taxes, all of those things, like obviously things that people use on a day-to-day basis. And those were the things that were targeted. So it's really targeting, again, working class people, poor people. But, like you said, like folks came out. At first, the government was like, we're not listening to you. And then when people went to the Senate and started like in mass, millions of people tried to call them terrorists, young, like foreigners, or like people or bourgeois, people who got like cell phones. So then started name calling them. Wow. And then when they saw people rip it down, then they used the police on them. And then when they saw people coming out even more, it was like, okay, maybe we got to relent, because like they saw the handwriting on the wall. This had within even a few days of mass protests, this had already reached the highest levels of government. And so it was either going to be a further bloodbath, or they were going to relent on this, and that's great because it just empowers the people more to say, look, we see what it takes to win here. It's not about the vote. It's not about democracy. And they've accused this president of, in his 2 years, living a lavish lifestyle, spending extra resources on himself and his family. But at the same time, and again, some of these, folks have talked about is the burden, and that Kenya has a very high loan burden from the IMF. Like some of these were basically going to be direct payments to the IMF if these taxes went through. And so people said, no, we're just not having it. And so, yeah, this was really spectacular in terms of how it turned.
Yeah, it really was. And I'm glad you brought that story up, Kamal, because there's so much in this, but the lesson for what a people's victory looks like is critical, right? Like, so this isn't a situation where the people have overturned the government, which they're working on, and I do believe they are working on it. And then the question becomes, and this is where the organizer brain kicks in, right? You get excited, you celebrate. Look at what the people did. They moved the government to stop the implementation of this bill, because the people demanded that they did not want this bill implemented. We celebrate that, but the organizer brain kicks in and says, calm down, because there is still the government response. Just because they have relented, Ruto has announced that he will not implement the bill as it exists right now. It doesn't mean that the bill will never be implemented. They will change it. They will try to water it down some. There will be some language moved around. But I think the primary point of implementing austerity and making the people pay for Ruto's financial irresponsibility and his corruption and theft, they're still going to try to do that. And the people know that this is, okay, it's nice, we won this round, that's fantastic, but we have to keep watching these folks. And then also we have to look at what are the people, if they're talking about, if this turns into Ruto needs to go, then the question becomes, okay, so who would take his place, right? So even in the face of these fantastic people's victories, we have to be very sober-minded and look at other aspects of these dynamics, because this is not a one and done, Kenya is, free of neoliberalism and Ruto's gone and they can have nationalism and social. No. This is a long struggle, and we have to be careful at what the next steps are, because the next step will be the government's response. And then, of course, there's Haiti tied up into this, right? So when the Kenyan government responds again, and I think I have to say as I end this, I think I have a problem with the narrative that like 23 people died as opposed to did the police kill those people? Because the Kenyan police have a little problem with killing people, which is a part of the criticism of the Kenyan police going to Haiti. Because if they've been killing people in Kenya, guess what they're going to do in Haiti, right? So then the government's response becomes entwined in what Kenyan police are doing in Haiti. Does Kenya remove their police from Haiti against the wishes of the US? No. So then what do they do with the police that are left in Kenya who are not equipped to handle these protests? Because half the police force is in Haiti. So then does the military become involved in the place of the police in Kenya? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this is something that we need to watch very carefully, I think, even as we celebrate the people winning this victory against this ridiculous bill.
There were many people who were arrested that are still, who are some of the leaders of the fight against this bill, who still haven't been released. And so there's still more, you said, to watch and to look out for. And really quickly, since we're on international news, I wanted to switch and go to Bolivia. So another people's victory is in the air. So Bolivian general arrested after apparent failed coup attempt as government faces new crisis, it says. This is an AP story. But said led by a top general vowing to restore democracy. Armed vehicles rammed the doors of Bolivia's government palace Wednesday in what the president called a coup attempt, and then quickly retreated, the latest crisis in a South American country. It says within hours, the nation of 12 million people saw a rapid moving scenario in which the troops seemed to take control of the government of President Luis. How do you pronounce his last name? Is it Arce? Arce. He vowed to stand firm and named a new commander who immediately ordered the troops to stand down. This story has different details than some others that I read, but basically you had what seemed to be a plot, a rogue general who they started ramming, as stated, the government offices. They had troops. The people mobilized immediately. When you see pictures, you'll see thousands of people starting to hit the streets and come out. Remember, this government is a left government that is operating in Bolivia. The general tried to seize control. The people came out, and this coup was put down within a relatively speaking short period of time. And so that was extremely sort of, again, like an exciting thing to see as the people hit the streets. They said, what was the coup's goal? The goal was to according again to the general, the goal was to overturn the democratically elected authority. What the coup was about was replacing this government with a right-wing general. But again, he did not get the math. He did not get people to respond. And in fact, immediately pieces of the military broke off and said they were not going to be part of the coup. And so this coup went nowhere, but it did attempt to take over the government.
I think that's really funny, that last comment about the military. It's like when they joined in at first, because I guess they thought it was just a fun day of weird exercises. And then when they realized, wait, this is the real coup? Oh no, we didn't realize this was an actual coup. No, we don't want to be a part of that. No, we're not a part of a coup. Which, of course, that's ridiculous. They knew damn well they were involved in a coup. But
there's a lot of excuses now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But when they saw it going south, as quickly as it went south, because the whole thing unfolded and completely collapsed in a matter of like, it was less than 4 hours.
Oh, right? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So the members of the military who are now saying, oh, we didn't know, we weren't a part of a coup. Yes, they were. But things went south pun intended. Things went south real quick. And they were like, how do we avoid treason charges? Because that's treason. And you know, in this raggedy country, treason is allegedly punishable by death. So up to execution. So I don't doubt that it's any different in a lot of other places. So they're like, how do we avoid imprisonment? How do we avoid execution? Oh, I know. We didn't know it was a coup. No, we're not a part of that.
Well, who put that man up to that? who told that man? Who in Washington D.C. told that man?
Over
Hey,
in Langley,
you just roll up there with some tanks. Listen, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We got the Contras. You know what I'm saying? We got not the Contras. You didn't know what I'm talking. But yeah, I mean, but hello, that is something that someone else gave him the green light. Like this man, I'm sorry, I'm the general, whoever he is. He might be a wonderful military mind, but obviously not.
Obviously
Come
not.
on. I mean, he didn't just come up with that by himself. Like, all right, you know, on the 23rd.
and you know what? I'm not even going to lay this up at the feet of just the CIA because come on now, we know. I'm also going to lay this at the feet of Elon Musk, who, remember, it was about Bolivia that he said we coup who we want. When it was brought to his attention that when the left-wing government was elected and he had things to say and people were like, why don't you keep yourself out of other people's countries? That ain't your resources. That's not your lithium. And this nigga goes on X, Twitter, and says, we coup who we want. So I am not going to just lay this attempted coup at the feet of the CIA and the US government. They're a part of it. But I wouldn't doubt at all if there are some connections to Elon, we coup who we want because we want that lithium, Musk.
Sounds very true, very true. And you know who doesn't coup who they want, but who stays cool with us?
Hey,
Ear doctor.
Nice.
That was
nice.
I put that reverb on it. So
I see you putting in that work.
Homemade reverb.
Yeah.
it was good. It was effective though.
All right. So y'all talked about a lot.
are you ready?
It's a lot of coups.
Are you ready here?
Was that a compliment? Was that
it's a lot going on in the world, and I'm glad y'all was able to get to it and finally get to the news. Now I'm back here.
Oh, you just got attitude. Okay.
I know you just got shots.
He's just taking shots. That's it.
Oh, okay. Now I'm over here side producing. We were supposed to have a guest at 9, and I'm looking right now. Okay, yeah, they're in LA, so they're having phone issues, so not able to do it.
No, they're having time issues if they're in LA.
They're like, what now? It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
They're having the rooster is not even up yet issues. What is wrong with you?
So we'll work on that another time. So while we're doing that, I guess I can go ahead and get to a very quick break. I figured out something to do.
Another quick break? Can you stop announcing that you have nothing prepared? You're supposed to keep that to yourself and make us all believe.
I'm on disability and I don't run around telling people I ain't doing nothing all day. Shit.
So you want me to front?
Like you always do. So not act like you don't front.
Doctor,
everybody fronts a little bit.
You're a performer. Haven't you done performances where sometimes the circumstances, the equipment, the lighting, the this, the that wasn't exceptional, and yet still you soldiered on and you didn't complain? And
my stress levels was wrecked.
Nobody
so therefore I don't try to mess up my stress levels.
Like, more chicken, my man. Chicken would calm that down.
Yeah, that'll help get the heart pumping. That'll get my heart pumping. Clogged up arteries. All right, listen. We're gonna take a quick break right here. I got the song ready on the Remix Morning Show. Let's go. Come on, if you are ready, you ain't got to get ready. All right, so boom, let's get it. A remix on the remix. Y'all ready?
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul, baby, feel it all so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Yeah. Soul Glow taking you back, mixing a movie with a soundtrack. Who are we talking about? As you can hear, we got a little bit of Bilal off his Firstborn second album that came out in 2000. And it was also on the Love and Basketball soundtrack, one of the best movies that ever came out. Mixed with a little bit of Coming to America. That's right. A little bit of soul glow to get your day going. Now, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button while we're talking. Go ahead and hit that like button at the same time. And what you can do is you can also go and check out our IG and follow us on IG, Black Liberation Media. And also, we still have a Cash App, Black Power Media, $ Black Power Media. So go to all these different things and support us in different ways. And also, don't forget patreon.com. All right. So, boom. That is your remix on the remix. Just let your soul go, y'all. Now let's get back to the host on the Remix Morning Show. Yeah.
Bilal never was as big as he should have been. I believe Bilal should have blew up bigger.
Bilal got some good music. And when you see him perform in concert, he tears it down. I'm talking about being able to hit different octaves and everything like that. Great performer.
Yeah. He should have been bigger. He should have been bigger.
Pause.
Who should have been bigger is whoever was singing the Soul Glow. I mean, why did that person not have a career? Because they have left us a new god that stands alone in the pantheon of Black music, and it's not even an actual song. It's like released as a single, and yet generations of folks know this song.
Yeah.
So who is that person, Ear Doctor? Can we shine a spotlight on they, them, whoever they are?
I almost feel like Eddie Murphy did it, like in the way. I don't know who did it.
Nah, that wasn't it.
It was somebody else.
That wasn't it. Now, that was a singer. Eddie couldn't do that.
No, Eddie did not have that range. He could not do that.
Eddie likes to party all the time. Eddie
That was not a bad song. Can I just say it was not that bad?
Yeah.
What was not that bad?
Party all the time.
I agree.
Yeah.
Just everybody can take Eddie seriously. How can you just can't take him? He was a little bit too early in the career of like comics trying to be singers or whatever. Jamie Foxx pulled him off for some reason for a couple of albums, but
because he was classically trained, right? Jamie is on he's a different level. It's like Jamie is playing the piano and all of that. But Ed, if you guys remember the Party All the Time video, when I tell you that Rick James has on the most amazing wig in this fucking video, you guys have to go back and watch it because it's not the braids. I don't think it's like these golden curls, and I'm like, look at them joints just framing Rick's face, just beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah.
And Eddie was like a mimic, so he would just do. I mean, I guess Jamie Foxx is too a little bit, but like he's. I think one of the critiques of the album was that every song he sounded like some other performer. Like he had a Stevie Wonder track, he had a Prince track, he had so. But he had little, Party All the Time was not a bad. I agree.
Yeah.
I will have to give Jamie Foxx the best all around performer out of the whole
comics.
Eddie, comics, because Eddie
Murphy
Murphy did his thing. Eddie Murphy did his thing. I was one of the top tiers. Richard Pryor did their thing as a comedian.
Richard ain't trying to. Oh, you talking about?
What are we talking about?
Pryor's thing.
Category. What's your category?
What are we talking about? Comedy only?
Comedy. Yeah. Well, comedians that did more, like Richard Pryor,
comic actors, singers.
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
Yeah, but very few triple threats though. Jamie kind of stands alone for the modern day, right? Like I guess politics notwithstanding, like he performance from an artistic perspective, I guess he would be the closest thing to Paul Robeson, right? Like actor, comic, I'm talking
not politics, y'all lead with politics. No, we're talking about
say the names together. It just doesn't sound. Although I get what you're saying, it just doesn't sound right. But I get it.
And I gotta say that this is not I don't dislike that comparison because of the politics, but because Paul Robeson was a formally trained theater actor and singer. Jamie Foxx has done movies, yay, good for him, but theater is a different thing. And there's a reason there are few actors, movie actors, who can do theater. right? There's so theater
So
performers.
there's theater performance, but I think I take comedy as a theater performance, okay? Because I mean, to be a comic, a successful stand-up comic is theater. It's not acting in the same way, but it is giving a theater performance where you have to be in control of a very live audience in a way that is different than a musical performance. So I
Someone
think
said Jamie Foxx is closer to Sammy Davis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
okay, all right,
yeah.
all right.
And
That
Sammy
works.
Davis is the king. Let's get it clear.
Entertainment.
Yeah, when it comes to being able to do all that.
I think that's fair. Super
Yeah.
fair.
I mean, Paul Robeson also scholar, obviously, and athlete. And
Yes.
athlete. People forget about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So big up to being multi-talented. All right. I'll
Thank
be
you,
back.
thank you, thank
Like
you.
you, ear doctor, you sold drugs and DJ.
Sold pizza. Made pizza.
Wait a minute.
Good pizza.
I mean,
Weed is not drugs. Come
drug
on.
selling DJ, that's skill, sir.
That
That's
is skills. That is skills.
Weed is not
And
drugs.
making pizza on the side.
and making pieces, sir.
On the side. That is
And,
true.
and I was a rapper.
And
And a rapper.
right.
Wow.
And an unsuccessful rapper.
Yes.
Nobody can cut you like your family, man.
Hey, lying. Hey, thanks for bringing that out there. Come on. All right, I'll be back. I got a little guest surprise at 9:30, so get to y'all story and I'll be back.
You got a new guest surprise? I mean,
Yeah, come on, man. I'm back here working.
now you back.
Now he's working.
Now you working.
Right. Mhm.
All right. Get off.
Party all the time.
Right back.
Welcome, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. Remix Morning Show Thursday. You got 2 Ks and a J. You got Kim Kamau and Jackie up in this joint. Shout out to the ear doctor. You got the remixers in the building. We need to see them thumbs up, everybody. I'm starting to be begging for likes. I go beg. I said when I do my lives, I'm like, y'all, can we get 100 likes, please, on the video? So can we get 400 likes? Can we get 500 likes on this video, everybody? Please do it, try to do that and engage with us as much as possible. Black Liberation Media, don't forget to join us this Saturday, 1301 Connecticut Avenue for the Remix Morning Show live, starting at 1 o'clock. You better get there early.
They're early. All those giveaways. First 10 people there.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Getting brand new cars. You know what I'm saying? Brand new cars. Lexus.
Wow.
We giving out Lexus. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need.
The first 10 people, they're going to get a seat. That's what you're going to get.
They're going to get more than that. We going to have some soul glow there. Like you got to get your, you know what I'm saying? Got some old stuff we pulling out. You know what I'm saying? Some Afro Sheen is going to be in the spot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like Michael Jackson gonna be there, Prince gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Wow. All these folks gonna be there. Y'all gotta come out. Y'all don't know what's about to come off. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. Everything's happening. Everything's happening. Everything is happening.
I mean, if everything is going to be happening, I might not. That's too much for me.
That is not everything.
That's
First 10 people free.
The first 10.
And then the 10 after that.
7 of the 10 people will be us.
The next 10 get a line of Coke. Next 10 get a line. In their seats. Bam.
Do the people in the building on Connecticut Avenue know about any of this?
Oh, my bad.
These are the questions.
Okay.
Because this is a different side of town, you know what I'm saying?
You got iPhones for people, you know what I'm saying? We got everything.
Wow, just doing a lot. Can y'all check y'all emails? Because I know people sometimes, like the ear doctor, like to lie to me and tell me that I did not send an email that I absolutely knew that I sent. So I sent y'all a story.
I'm really bad because I always forget to check my email first. Yep, I got it.
See,
the Supreme Court story.
Nigga, I know how to send emails out this joint.
You know how to send emails.
And doctor be trying to play me in front of everybody. Like, I don't care your email. Nigga, I know how to send them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all
First of all,
y'all Supreme Court. Can we discuss y'all Supreme Court? Y'all Supreme Court, okay? Because these niggas is wild. Okay, they're wild. I wasn't apprised of this bribery decision that the court made. I believe it was yesterday. And they said some strange things that I found kind of weird. So let's listen to the story and then come back.
Okay.
Now at 6, the U.S. Supreme Court handing down several decisions. One narrows the scope of the federal bribery law and what it means for officials. CBS 2's Darius Johnson has been digging into this all day. He joins us live from the control room. Darius.
Erica, good evening. The law known as 666 criminalizes bribes before an official act, not the rewards that are given after the fact. That decision has overturned the conviction of a former Northwest Indiana mayor, and it could set a precedent in future high-profile cases here in the city of Chicago as prosecutors go after politicians.
We don't want our public officials being influenced by the possibility that somebody might give them a reward for taking an act that benefits that person. And so for that reason, we have a federal criminal statute that says you can't do either of those things.
No quid pro quo or bribery, says University of Chicago law professor Sharon Fairley. This ruling overturns the bribery conviction of former Portage, Indiana Mayor James Snyder. He was ultimately found guilty of taking $13,000 from a trucking company after prosecutors say he steered about $1 million in city contracts to the company, then appealed.
So it seems under the facts of that case, I'm thinking that there's still the possibility that the government can actually go back on remand and still prove up that there was this quid pro quo, that there was this direct connection between the reward that this mayor of Portage was asking for and his awarding of these contracts, or setting up a system that allowed this company to get these contracts.
Fairley doesn't believe this is a get-out-of-jail-free card for Snyder, but says it could impact future cases that involve Chicago politicians like former Illinois House Speaker Michael Madigan. Because of this pending ruling, his federal bribery trial has been pushed until October.
When we look at the charges that he is facing, in the indictment that was filed, only 7 of the counts of the indictment involving Michael Madigan relate to this specific statute. So that means there are other charges in the indictment that have nothing to do with this statute at all. Those charges are going to be absolutely fine going forward.
Just last year, the so-called ComEd 4 were convicted for conspiring to bribe Madigan into arranging no-work contracts and high-paying jobs for his allies in exchange for special treatment. Those 4 have been awaiting sentencing to see if this decision would redefine bribery laws. We reached out to attorneys for Michael Madigan and have yet to hear back. We're live in the control room. I'm Darius Johnson, CBS 2 News.
Well, all the concern about going, the feds are going after black elected officials. Look at the whites. Look at the whites. They got the whites right there. But from what I understand, and I can't remember if this was attributed to either Kavanaugh or Roberts, but basically what the court ruled is that it is legal, I believe, for a elected official to receive what I think the court called a gratuity. They called it a gratuity.
A tip.
A fucking tip. You can tip your elected officials for steering some shit in your direction only after the fact. You can't tip them before because that could be bribes. But if they do it after, you can absolutely give them a gratuity.
So if it's successful, if it's a successful bribery, a successful steering, a successful embezzlement, then you can give them a gratuity / a bribe. That is amazing. I didn't even know that story. That is amazing.
And unfortunately, I don't think that story was very narrow to Chicagoland and the mayor from Northwest Indiana that it impacted. I've seen some other stories or packages. Let me see if I can find another one. But like that kind of get into the the verbiage used in the decision from the court. And again, I'm still stuck on gratuity. You give a gratuity to a service person. Well, hell, I guess the elected official is performing a service for the elite who can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Clarence Thomas got a gratuity for all those trips. Those were gratuities for, work that it was already done, and he was owed that because he successfully helped steer corporations to not have to pay taxes, to not have to listen to federal agencies, so I guess he got a gratuity for doing all that.
Mm-hmm. And again, I'm sorry not to cut you off, but this decision kind of juxtaposed with what the court now has deemed for themselves, their new rules of conduct or transparency when it comes to stuff. So I think that's kind of interesting. Like now, like all the scrutiny that come under the Supreme Court justices about what they've taken from billionaires, et cetera, and then they issue a decision like this.
Yeah, that's not interesting. That's not a coincidence. This is their response to that scrutiny. That's what this is. That I mean, this is like clearly the whole time when major news outlets are reporting on Clarence Thomas and what's the other one's name?
Alito.
Alito. Yeah, and their corruption and Thomas's wife's corruption and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, eventually people are gonna start demanding an answer for this stuff. How do we fix that? And they're like, wait a minute, we're the motherfucking Supreme Court. We can fix whatever we want. We can say the law says whatever we feel like. We can interpret the Constitution to say whatever we want it to say. And that's precisely what they did. They changed the rules for themselves because they've been doing this kind of stuff. What they ruled on is it's not like a rare thing, right? This is just politics in the US and a lot of other countries. But what they did was change the rules so that they are protected for their corruption, right? So that's to me, this was not a coincidence. Like when I saw the link and I'm like, oh, did they really rule that bribery is okay? Well, of course, Clarence Thomas would.
I can't remember how the vote broke down. I want to say, I can't remember, but it'd be interesting to see who voted for and against, though it kind of doesn't matter because it is now law of the land that, yes, you can break off your elected officials with tips.
That is amazing. I find that really amazing. Just to the ability to write something and say it's a gratuity when an elected official gets paid to make laws that are supposed to be what's in the best interest of society, what's in the best interest of their constituents, i.e. the people who are in the towns and or cities and areas in which they're supposed to represent, that they are clearly now saying that, and who else has the money but corporations to give such gratuities, that you can literally give folks money after the fact and it's not going to be considered bribery.
Mm-hmm.
That is this clearly outrageous. And I mean, even for the level of right-wing understanding of how law works, this one is high up there in terms of a corrupted Supreme Court showing its true colors, and not even not even understanding that you have to know you're going to be laughed at. But this is like Jack said, this is the letter of the law. There is no higher court than the Supreme Court. So and like you said, the way the story was told, and to have somebody who's a lawyer or a constitutional scholar come on and try to justify this the way, because I think that person tried to give some outs or like, oh, there's other ways in which they can go after them. It was like, but clearly there's been a limitation placed on how bribes can now be given, which obviously they're going to, people are going to eventually say like, oh, so this is, so don't do it beforehand. Like, so look, if you're successful, let's come back and talk.
Right. Yep. And this, by the way, I think has implications or can have implications on these cases against like protesters in Atlanta and other places who are facing RICO charges. And in some of those RICO charges, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kamal, that in some of those RICO charges, the alleged exchange of money for protests, like some of these people are allegedly paid to protest by some, outside or foreign entity, usually Russia or China. So it's interesting that people who are fighting to save the people from the overreach of an oppressive government, yes, I'm intentionally using the language from the Constitution, people who are justifiably fighting against an oppressive and overreaching government and fighting for the people against that, they can be charged with criminal offenses just by public officials claiming, lying about them receiving money from a foreign entity. But the same elected officials will not be charged with bribery if they are actually receiving money from an entity that is not the public constituency that pays them their salary. to do something for this public. Come on, y'all, make it make sense. Make it. It's just.
My question is, do the people tipping these elected officials, it doesn't sound as though they even have to be surreptitious about it, right? Like if it's out in the open, we don't have to disguise it as anything else. Like this is a gift, an open gift. This isn't a campaign contribution. I'm giving money directly to Mr. Madigan, right? In this case. And that's just, so now the corruption gets to be even more naked and blatant, which I guess on some level I appreciate.
Yeah. There's like whatever it takes to keep them out of jail.
But I do have a question. Does this mean that payments from lobbying entities, like say the Zionist entity in that place, and their lobbyists AIPAC and J Street and all of the so they're still legitimate payments to politicians because the government says so, right? But the same government can also just lie and claim that folks like Chairman Omali Yeshitela and the Uhuru 3 are receiving undue influence from the Russian government. So that's still a thing, right? That's still
yeah. I mean, there's been no I mean, as you're bringing up, it's like the charges against the African People's Socialist Party, Uhuru, are still standing. And again, those folks are being charged with taking resources, as you said, from a foreign entity and or an individual supposedly representing Russia to influence, again, so-called elections in St. Petersburg, Florida, as if that's what the Russians want to spend all their money on. And for critiquing the United States, as if the African Socialist Party and Uhuru, other organizations, again, don't already critique and talk about the oppression of the government. It's like no one needs to take any money to do that. We do that for free, right? So again, the idea that we are unduly influenced or we're too stupid to do it on our own, or the only reason we're doing this because somebody's paying us, that is all going to be still, like, again, in court, still illegal. This is more around allowing, again, elected officials apparently to set up some quid pro quo situation where, again, if they do it and they get paid on the post as opposed to the pre, somehow it's not considered bribery. And again, we have to maybe look a little bit more carefully at the law and how it's written. But to suggest that a gratuity for political, like, a tip, as if they were a waiter for providing, good service, it's one of the most ridiculous rulings I think we'll find in any so-called democracy or any country, to be so blatant about the allowing that kind of bribery to take place.
I wonder if this is
politician.
I wonder if this is Bob Menendez's defense, right? No, I got them gold bars after.
They didn't know the seed.
They came FedEx. They brought that in the Brinks truck after, way.
And I didn't even know about any gold. We didn't talk about any gold bars. They just thought they were just so happy with what I did that they thought, I'm just here. This is our tip for you for what you do. We're so impressed by it. And I was like, oh, thank you. But I have nowhere to put it. So I was like, I'll just put it in the freezer for now.
In the freezer. Where else are you going to put those things?
Speaking of solid gold.
Oh, Lord.
No one was going there. No one's going there.
No,
right.
Really.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with some more news, I guess. And yeah, that's what we do right here on the Remix Morning Show.
You have a guest coming up?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are they going to be stable? I noticed in the background. They're going to be someplace stable?
Come on, man. Let me do this.
You got this? Okay, my bad.
Oh, damn. Now they don't win. Soon as you say something, the guests leave.
You think they heard me?
Yes.
I don't know. It was a shaky camera. All I saw, I mean, y'all can't see this on screen, but it was like a shaky ass camera outside in the burning sun.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I just don't know if that was going to, maybe they'll come back after they're stable.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, go through text.
They're
coming back.
All right, here we go.
So
here we go. We're going to take a break right here on the Remix Morning Show. Let's go. It's the most ghettoest show in the goddamn world. Yo, what's good, everybody? Let me bring in. Welcome to the Remix Morning Show. I want to introduce you. I want to take y'all to Jersey City. Can I do that? I want to take y'all to Jersey City and take you to a place that is known as Juicy City with my man, Jamil Malik. What's good, fam?
Peace. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Remix Morning family.
Yo, I heard that you be playing the Remix Morning Show on the TV in there, and people walk in and be like, yo, that's my show right there.
Hey, man,
true?
you'd be surprised, man. You guys touch a lot of people, a lot of different places, but it's true.
Word. So tell us, we doing a little black business here. Tell us about what's going on. What type of business you got here? Juicy City.
Right,
Talk to us.
Let me introduce you to Juicy City.
All right.
We are the first black-owned sports entertainment juice bar. We're located at 213 Mallory Avenue in Jersey City on the west side.
Okay.
And, we're coming up on our second year of business. I'll walk you through the place, let you take a little look.
Nice. Second year of business. Y'all got, what do y'all sell there? Juices and what else?
Yeah, we specialize in cold pressed juices. We make fresh smoothies, acai bowls, salads.
Okay. It's nice. I like the colors in there. Very vibrant.
Yeah,
vibrant things.
You look around.
Yeah, got a big TV up in there. So this is where y'all watch it. Oh, look at that. Look who's on the TV right now. Remix Morning Show. Stop playing, son. Word. That's what I'm talking about. So we up in Jersey City, I see. Other than that, how's business been going?
Business has been great, man. We're coming off the same heat wave that everybody's coming off. So
yeah,
it's been a plus for business. But besides that, we've been growing, man, expanding.
Word.
About to open up another location in a neighboring city.
Okay. All right.
Going to be open before the end of August.
And I hear all the juices are named after the different streets and towns in Jersey.
That's the niche of Juicy City.
Word.
All the different sections of Jersey City is represented. Again, we're going to open up in Bayonne. All of the city, different sections of the Bayonne will be represented. But, just to make the customers feel at home when they come inside.
Word, that's dope. So real quick, tell us again where we can, when we in Jersey City, where we can come and
if you're in
check out
Jersey City, we're on the west side. It is 213 Mallory Avenue.
Okay.
If you're moving through Jersey headed to New York City, you'll definitely pass Juicy City. You can put it in Google.
All right. Who that working back there behind the bar?
Oh man, we got Daneska in the back taking care of our drinks for the day.
All right.
Jessica right here.
All right. Big up, Jessica. Hello. All right. Cool. Well, listen, we be up to all y'all in Jersey City. Big up to all y'all for tuning in and showing up, and make sure y'all come and check out this dope juice bar, Juicy City. We got the lounge, got the chessboard, got the games on the TV and all that. So big up. Appreciate you coming through, Jamil Malik.
The highlight. Shout out to the Remix Morning Show crew.
All right, no doubt, man.
Black Power Media family. Y'all take care, man. Peace. Love.
All right, peace to you, bro. All right, boom. So there you go, a local spotlight on a black business that got to go up there and you got to show up and show out. All right, so that's Jersey City, that's Juicy City, that's Jamil Malik. I go by the name of the Ear Doctor. Let's get back to the Remix Morning crew. You know how we do. All right. No, it's not a front, Kamal. It's not a front. It's the actual juice bar. It's not a drug bar. All right. I already see that's where you're going. I see you.
Are you getting a gratuity for having that put on the air?
Of course.
Oh goddamn! You admitting that you're bribery? He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was like, well, shit. I don't have.
Nah, you know what? That's my brother right there, man. I known him since I had the pizza place. He used to deliver pizzas back in the 99.
And you really saying it's not a
2000.
And it's not a okay.
Hello, what marijuana is legal in Jersey? If it wanted to be, I guess it could be.
It could be, but yeah, that's people's right. That's my brother right there. So I had to, he got to see me run a business, and now he's running his own. So it's
are you saying you're his
that.
mentor or some shit like that? I mean, you kind of mentored that in there, yeah.
I mean, influence.
Oh, you do it and he did it, kind of shit.
Influencer. Let's
Oh,
yeah.
that's what it is. I think I remember you. Didn't you highlight him when he first opened the store?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure did.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
the
wonder
fact
what that Camden juice tastes like. Does it taste
wait a
like?
minute, a lot of businesses don't even last 2 years, so he's going on the second year. So
That's
let's
true.
give them their props. Especially being selling something healthy in the hood. Come on.
That's fantastic.
And it's a nice size store. I mean, couches. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot for just selling juice.
Yes, go get your ginger shots. I love doing those ginger shots.
Yeah, as soon as you walk in, they giving you ginger shots. So it's a dope experience.
Yes.
All right. Well, that is it. That is our spotlight on Black business. We're gonna do some more of that.
Beautiful.
When Jared ain't around.
I shall withhold my comments. I will not disparage Black businesses or the focus on them thereof.
We like Black businesses.
All you got to do is become a Black elected official. You can collect them gratuities on the back end. There you go.
That's a Black business. There's a Black
There
business.
you go. You're your own LLC.
Man, I'm thinking about all the Black politicians, fuck them generally, but who have gone down. I'm thinking about the Kwame Kilpatricks locally here in PG County, Jack Johnson. And I'm like, wow, if they'd have just,
No. Because if they caught, again, the Black politicians know no better. You ain't white.
Oh,
don't be thinking. Notice all the ones they showed, even in that short clip of who that would affect. That was affecting the white people's briberies, not your briberies, not your gratuities, not your Black ass is still going to jail. You need to be on the up and up. Don't be giving that. Oh, that's what the white people do. That ain't you. That ain't you. Carve out some exception right away.
Right. You can't do what Mike Madigan is doing.
Exactly.
Kwame Kilpatrick.
It'll be the Marion Berry exception or something like that.
But Mary Berry didn't go down for corruption.
I'm just joking. I was just joking.
You gotta leave Mary Berry alone. Everybody
y'all leave my mayor alone. Look, he had a problem with skirt chasing. That was his problem.
That was the only problem.
There's a lot of dudes with them problems.
Look,
it's a lot of dudes with them
listen, Murray could get crack wherever the hell he could get it. He ain't had to go to that hotel to get that crack. He was going to that hotel to get her, and she knew it. He could have got some crack anyway.
Set him up. He set him up. So
when he said what he said, he meant it. And it took me a while to believe it, but it's true.
That's true. It's like he didn't have to go there to get the crack. He went there to get something. He went there to get another kind of crack. But
he was after Rashida for a minute, and the whole family that woman came from. Y'all know I don't like disparaging people. I don't like talking about people, but them folks were a bunch of y'all didn't know those people.
You got to come up with a special interview to low down on the Marion. What's her name? What was that sister's name?
What was it? Rashida.
Listen, y'all got to watch the tape. Watch the tape of Murray and Burry in that room. And Jackie is correct. He didn't come in there for crack. She kept pushing that pipe at him. She was like, "You sure you don't want to hit? You sure you don't want to?" He's like, "Nah, I'm good. What's up with them drawers?"
And then to the drawers, and she was just like, "You want to hit?"
Right. She kept pushing it. Now, listen, anybody, if you know crack addicts, you don't have to offer them more than once. Okay. If he was really about it, he'd have took it on that first offer, that first reach, he'd have been receiving. That would have been no
disrespect
problem.
That role like that.
But he got peer pressured into hitting that pipe.
He got peer pressured in there.
I swear to God, he did. He did. And finally, he was like, "All right, fuck it."
That's gonna get the draw.
Actual crack addicts don't need that much.
They don't need that kind of. They don't. Crack addicts don't even need to come in the building. They just they will roll by.
He was the mayor. I mean, he can't do crack the way everybody else can do crack. He can't do whatever.
I'm telling you, if you watch that, and I got into a lot of trouble with Black folks because I was on that. Well, if he hadn't smoked crack tip, and they were like, "Nah, you need to watch that video and really see what was." I was like, you know what?
Now y'all gonna make me go watch the video again.
You gotta
It's been
watch the
I don't know,
video
for
because
decades.
he is clearly trying to get that woman into bed, and she is just. But don't you want to take a hit first? And he pushing the crack pipe away.
He's like, nah, that's not what I want to hit of.
Right.
Nah, but she came from a long line of gold diggers. She did. That's true. And I don't listen, I don't like disparaging sisters. I don't like disparaging people, but the folks in that family was shady. And they've been shady from the beginning.
You have disparaged the bloodline. You didn't just disparage. You said she come from a
long
line.
line. It was in the genes.
You have disparaged her over generations. What are you saying? You like that lady off Living Cover. I ain't want to talk. You I ain't heard it from me.
I ain't want to talk about nobody, but
she was like, it was in the DNA.
Listen, man, DC is not a big place. We have a long ass memory, and people who are not from here really do not know the whole backstory about the long that she was in Barry's orbit for a long time, trying to get closer to him, and it was not a secret. It really was not. If you just like Barry's philandering was not a secret, yeah, that wasn't a secret either. So there was a whole lot behind that story, other than black mayor smokes crack and the FBI catches him. Nah.
I should have said Black Mayor eventually smokes crack.
Right. Eventually
great headline.
around to smoking some crack.
He got around.
I mean, this is not a segue. I do have another black politician story.
Ooh.
It's not related to this.
Is it Jamal Bowman? Is it Jamal
Yes.
Bowman?
So
Yes.
we talked a little bit about this. So on the abbreviated show, but only because this is now a pattern. Jamal Bowman lost, is another squad member next. So basically, the story is about the targeted attempt to get out so-called black progressive politicians. And this targeting is not from Republicans. It's not from the right wing. It's from the Democratic Party itself and Democratic Party operatives, including the Israeli lobby, which is targeting these black politicians. So it says Representative Jamal Bowman became the first member of the squad, the group of like-minded progressive House members, to lose a congressional election. The former middle school principal was ousted by Democratic challenger Westchester County Executive George Lattimore, who won by double-digit margin in the most expensive House primary ever. And so not the most, so one side made it the more expensive because they dipped in $14 million from the American Israel Public Affairs Committee alone, put in $14 million. It says in redistricting, Bowman lost the majority black community, Wakefield, and had the Co-op City housing development returned to his district, while the Westchester County portions of the district were largely untouched. So basically, districting, he lost black folks. And I think even when they look at the polls post, he continued to win the majority black areas, and it was the white areas that overwhelmingly voted to push him out. And so it says Bowman's fate has prompted speculation about whether his progressive colleagues are at risk in their seats too. And then say Tuesday's results probably pose the most concern to Representative Cori Bush of Missouri. She's in St. Louis. Bush is set to face Wesley Bell, who is a black
prosecutor. Is he a
prosecutor? Yes. The current prosecuting attorney for St. Louis County in her August 6th primary. Though she is a Democrat, HuffPost reported that Bell previously worked as the campaign manager for Mark Byrne, the Republican challenger to Congressman William Lacey Clay. It says a poll recently from Politico shows an essentially tied race with Bell leading Bush, 43% to 42%, well within the margin of error. It was concluded for a Democratic majority for Israel. It was conducted for a Democratic majority for Israel, whose PAC endorsed Bell. So you have to be suspicious of those numbers anyway. AIPAC has been spending in the race, and The Intercept reported that the United Democracy Project PAC has already dropped $2 million in the primary so far. And so again, I don't need to keep reading, but what's happening here is, again, these challenges are not coming from the Republicans. These challenges are coming from the Democratic Party itself, with huge amounts of money being put up by Israeli lobbyists and, again, moderate Democratic forces. So for all those people who talk about, I remember a few years ago, whether or not it was going to be successful or the pure intent of it, when AOC started challenging moderate Democrats, there was an uproar in the Democratic Party about not challenging incumbents. But the Democratic Party itself is behind, as we saw in the Bowman race, how Hillary Clinton came out for Bowman's adversary. You can expect the same here. There's going to be Democratic operatives who are going to be working behind the scenes to get Cori Bush out. And this is not to say that Cori Bush or Bowman represent sort of a true specter of radical Black politics. But what this is to point out is that the Democratic Party is not the home of Black liberation, when it is the Democratic Party itself that is pushing to get these so-called progressives out of office.
I agree, and I love this comment here from Bruce Lee. I'm willing to bet in 2 years that Bowman will apologize to the DNC in Israel, because you might as well call the DNC. We got to come up with a catchy name to fuse the DNC and the Zionist entity together, and run as a Dem again in 2026. I wouldn't bet against it. Stranger things have happened, but I think domestic politics in this country in 2024, in this presidential election in particular, is exposing to people how utterly worthless the Democratic Party really is, and how much, as Kamau said, it is not the home of any kind of left politics, even, left, just slightly left of center. Because if the Democratic Party is not against genocide, then who's supposed to be in a party that doesn't oppose genocide, right? Other than fascists who like genocide. So I can't feel bad for politicians like Bowman, who were elected on this so-called progressive platform, but really didn't deliver any kind of progressive anything for the people, and sided with the very neoliberal Democratic Party in all kinds of warmongering issues. Support for the malign activities in Russia Act. Support. They've been silent on cop cities. They've been silent on militarization of police departments. Silent on cutting SNAP benefits, CHIPS benefits for poor people, and these people have been useless to us. So, but they've been good for the Democratic Party. But now that the Democratic Party doesn't really need them to stay in power, right? Because I think we have to recognize this dynamic. The Democrats realize that all they have to do is raise the specter of Trump. And then people will be like, yeah, genocide is bad, but I mean, we could have Trump as a president. And they've realized that people will vote for them just on that. So they don't need the Negroes now. So they are fine with getting rid of the so-called progressive Negroes that they used to win office in state and local offices, and put these people in Congress. But now that they don't need them, they're like, nah, we can, the Negroes can go somewhere. And I don't know if people want to keep getting used by the Democratic Party that way, but I just kind of feel like now is a good time to realize that you're in an abusive relationship with the Democrats. They're gaslighting you, they're using you, and you can get out. 1-800 get the fuck out. That's what you need to do.
So I think a lot was revealed when the Republicans took control of the House. because we saw what a small number of Republicans was able to do, the so-called Freedom Caucus, able to cause tremendous amounts of fuckery, able to give their own party leadership the absolute blues and the biggest headaches. And we were like, how come the squad didn't do that when Nancy Pelosi was the House Speaker? Because ultimately, no matter how ideological you are, idealistic you are when you come to Congress, you ran on these progressive issues, the system is going to put you in check. Okay. The system is going to yank that chain. And we saw AOC get them chains yanked in real time. We've seen Cori Bush somewhat get them chains yanked in real time. And I know Bowman was trying to come a little late, taking a somewhat pro-Palestinian stance, or a vigorous pro-Palestinian stance, but it was unfortunately too little too late when it be your own niggas conspiring against you, when it be your own party. And this is part and parcel for the AIPAC playbook, right? Like you speak out against Israel, or you don't vote for every defense bill that benefits Israel, they're going to primary you. That's it. They're just going to they're going to prop somebody else up to go against you. You're not going to even make it to the general. Okay, you ain't got to worry about a Republican, because the AIPAC is going to throw up somebody else to take your seat from under you before you even get a chance to go versus a Republican. So I think Cori Bush is in danger. Molly girl, you are in danger. But I think that's also some of her own doing. I think Cori was very vocal, at least when she first was elected, and then I didn't hear much from Cori Bush on a lot of things. So I'm thinking also about Donna Edwards, who was the former Maryland congressperson. Donna took a somewhat of as much as she could, an anti-AIPAC stance. She voted against, I think, the 1033 program. Like, she was actually casting some good votes for for a PG County congressman. But she took the big step and tried to run for senator, and then the CBC endorsed her white opponent. Got endorsed by the Congressional Black Caucus.
I'm so glad you brought that up. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm so glad you brought up the Donna Edwards thing and the CBC endorsing the white person. This is our job, right? The fact that and we can criticize, Donna Edwards on her record, because she is a politician. So we don't put people on pedestals. So yes, she made some key votes, and she made some votes that were like, huh? But still, the fact that you've got the CBC endorsing her black opponent,
white man.
I'm sorry, her white opponent. That exposing the CBC for their treachery is our job. Like, propping up the not the politicians, but telling our people about the politicians who are in office, who are trying to do things for our people. That's our job. We're supposed to do that for politicians who are actually trying to do something decent. And instead of just, saying, oh, well, we got to protect our black this or our black woman this. No, what have they done? And if they have done something, we need to be clear about that. And we need to be unafraid and very vocal in supporting them for that. Because what happens is we stay stuck on this blackface thing, and we don't pay attention to people's records. So that makes that has us ending up supporting people like Marilyn Mosby and thinking they're on the same level as someone like a Donna Edwards, right? And they're not in the same damn zip code, right? So all black politicians don't deserve the same support from us. And this thing that dynamic with the CBC and Donna Edwards is a perfect example of that, because the CBC needs to be roundly criticized and condemned for that alone, in addition to everything else that they have, not done for us.
Yeah, where were they for Bowman? Like, where were they? Why weren't they out in the streets, like messages? I didn't hear anything. You know what I mean? This so-called progressive black politician who's got this white challenger put up against him, again, by the Democratic Party, by AIPAC. It's like, where are they? They sat solid.
They preparing for the CBC conference in September. That's all they do, right? They spend the whole year prepping for the convention.
Well, guess who's also preparing for the CBC? We preparing for the CBC.
Hey,
we
hey,
ready. We getting ready this year.
hold on. There's something else coming, but what's happening this summer? There's something happening in a couple weeks down at the convention center because they already talking about avoid downtown because there's going to be security. It's going to be this.
Netanyahu's going to be here on the 24th.
No, it's something else. No, Netanyahu's coming to address Congress. There's something happening at the convention center in a couple weeks, and Ricky probably knows what it is.
I don't know.
Somebody in the chat know what it is, but they've already told people like you can forget. I said I wonder if Bap and them going to be down there giving them people the blues.
I don't know what that would be.
It's coming. I don't know. Somebody knows. It's in the chat. But no. This is something international. I don't know. I don't think it's the IMF thing. It's something else. But I thought it was NATO summit. Okay.
Yeah, the NATO summit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. Of course. Yeah, we're gonna be there.
That's what I figured. That's what I thought. Yes. Real quick about Donna Edwards Road. Donna Edwards, after her primary Senate loss, she went away for a little bit, but then she got her chain yanked and she remembered that she needed a job. And then she went out and started stumping for Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Yes, she did. Yep.
And she started sounding crazy. And I said, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Which is why I said, we have to critique these people on their record. We can give her credit for what she absolutely did or tried to do for the people, but we can also criticize when she clearly turned against the people, like, because of what you said, Kim, because she liked that DNC check. And that's just the truth with a lot of these so-called Black politicians. They just like the check and they don't really care after a while. And it don't take a lot of them that long to not
there's no real unity. There's no real sticking together because there's no real politics.
Nope.
And people get easily brought off quid pro quo before they do the act or after they do the act.
Now,
because it's all about self-preservation, and self-preservation means which way is the white man telling us to go, kind of thing. And Kim, you're completely like the Republicans. That small majority. There were several opportunities for the squad to show some real politics and hold up bills, hold up legislation, challenge party leadership. And each and every time they succumbed, they listened to party leadership. They did what the leadership told them. And what was their reward? Primary challenges. That's right. They stuck by the Democratic leadership, and the Democratic leadership did what the Democratic leadership does best, sold them the fuck out.
That's interesting, though. But how is it that the squad was disempowered? They lost power, right, over time, and now totally with Bowman's primary loss. But somehow the Marjorie Taylor Greens, all these fucking insane gain power, right? They gain more influence because of all the chaos and fuckery that they cause.
They have a politicized and an active base too, to give those folks credit. Like the so-called progressives or whatever Democrats or politicians and everything. Like there's no base that really supports their even understands their politics, right? Because they are not busy doing that. They're not busy nurturing that. And again, they're busy kowtowing or deal making behind the scenes instead of creating that alternative. What is that alternative vision that you're telling people to pour their hearts and souls to support you as you wreck shop in the fucking house? If you're going to wreck shop and then even my ass, my whatever, like, all right, maybe I'm wrong about you. Or let me see you do something that shows you don't have enough votes to get something passed, but you have enough. If you know the rules of the game, maybe you can gum up something and stop something from taking place. They had several opportunities to do that. They didn't even take it to the mat.
They wouldn't even stand by their own damn letter demanding an end to the proxy war. And as soon as the DNC was like, you said what? They snatched that letter back so quick. Oh, we're so sorry. We didn't mean to upset you, boss. We sorry, boss. Man, please.
All right.
Speaking of boss,
I ain't even gonna hold y'all, as my good friends in New York would say. Listen, y'all did a great job today. Great news, great information, and it's time to go.
But Air Doctor, we want to be held. Can you hold us for like a 2-minute mix? You
it's a minute after 10.
You can hold us against your bosom. I mean,
it's our time. We can do what our time. This is our time. We're not violating any time. It's ours.
Tell him that.
All right. So real quick, make sure y'all tune into Jackie Lukeman at 5 p.m. today, Friday.
Friday.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to be talking about Bolivia and Kenya, I think.
Okay.
And then from 6 to 7, I don't know what we can talk about. No.
Right. And Kim?
I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing a show Friday or I'm going to be in these streets with the ear doctor and the Reverend Dr. Jared Ball.
There it is.
You're going to be. You're coming.
Yeah, she talking about her show though Friday.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we hanging out Friday too.
I already played
Allegedly. We are allegedly.
I already got a plane ticket. Everybody better be there, B.
That's right.
It's costing me money.
Yeah, it is. And it's coming out of our pocket.
Yeah, right.
This means I got to put all of my clothes on Friday, which...
They got to put all your clothes on now?
Hey. Yeah, I do.
You don't got to put your clothes on.
That's not how the song goes.
I do love that dress. Now it's too big. I got to get it taken in.
Okay. You know, I sold too.
First world. What?
Yeah. My mom was a seamstress. I learned from her.
Oh.
You come on Saturday, 1 o'clock. We're gonna have seamstresses there.
We're gonna have ear doctor.
Get your pants hemmed.
We're gonna have some juices, some jerseys. You never know what's gonna be in them juices. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have it all. We're gonna have it all. Come on out, little white horse. What you need? What you need?
There it is, 1301 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest Suite 600, Washington D.C.
Now, let me ask y'all a question.
DSP. Oh,
do y'all think people's gonna come? You think people are gonna show up, or
people in the chat room saying they coming?
Yeah, I know, but sometimes niggas be lying and shit. So I mean, I
don't care.
We'll have a good time by ourselves.
Yeah, because the thing is, we're gonna record it and put it on Patreon, so our Patreon members are gonna be able to check it out. So,
but I think they like to experience it live with us. But
Well, come on down if you can. If not, you're gonna have to be a Patreon member.
Shrooms galore.
Stop! Don't listen to this dude.
Shrooms, coke.
All right, well, we gotta go.
Budget? Did y'all budget for this? All the shrooms and the coke? Is it?
We got big players behind us now. We got big players.
And there's supposed to be a debate between the two presidential.
Oh yeah, tonight.
Oh yeah, protest. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, because I pulled.
That was pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say about that shit because I don't care.
No debate parties tonight, y'all.
No.
Here's a debate party. Tonight, 7 o'clock, Atlanta for Palestine. Come on out. This is taking place in Atlanta. Biden and Trump, we're going to be in them streets. There's going to be several marches, demonstrations. We know there's going to be a whole bunch of roadblocks and closings. We know all about that. It's a new CNN. But we're telling people, if you in Atlanta, come out 7 p.m. Come out strong. That's the wrong thing. I mean, put that one up. Come out strong. 10th Street and Spring, if you're in Atlanta. Atlanta for Palestine, and so much more, B. So much more.
Nice.
Let's come roast the old men.
All right, dope. We got up to like 700 and something people watching today. Make sure
still
hit
can't
that
get
like
it
button.
Still can't get it.
I mean, if y'all would start looking at the clock and realizing, okay, well, let me start wrapping it up.
It's our show. We can do the mix, man.
So, Ear Doctor, when this was like an actual TV or radio station, someone would be waiting to come in after us, right? But
Exactly.
There's nobody.
But there's no one.
But
I
there's
gotta finish. I gotta finish packing this stuff. I gotta get on an airplane like after in a while.
In a while.
If you don't do that mix right now.
And we out of here, y'all. The Remix Morning Show. Y'all ain't think I had y'all. Come on, man. Oh, that was terrible. We're going to keep it moving.
Yes, that was bad.
We out of here, y'all. Remix Morning Show. Come on.
Just chat them with your friend, girl, and giggle. Cause you have the upper hand right now. Girl, you never gonna
Girls, everything. From London, Canada, and the USA.
Come on.
Girls, everything. Crown Shabba, King and Sleep, them DJ. Never chill alone, that girl alone a walk. Come up and meet the customer, piece of the hill, kill them off. That girl alone a walk. Come up and meet the customer, piece of the hill, kill them off.
That girl, Shelly, that girl. That girl, Shelly, that girl. That girl. Oh no, oh no. That girl, that girl, Shelly, she go like she nice enough. One back a man, that girl. That girl, Shelly, bleach at night time and
a sign who no will duck a dill dill dill. A boy get killed duck a dill.
We out here, y'all. Peace out.
Them by limb we have to cut them down. Send for the oxa, take out them tongue. Limb by limb we have to cut them down. Send for the oxa, take out them tongue. When them see me.